It's not like things can get any worse, right? Man, this man just wants ending one to happen at this point. Hey. Hey, you awake? Hey! What? What just happened? What? If this is them being like, hey, we're skipping the scenes we didn't write yet, fucking ace. I love it. Finally. Been trying to get your attention for a while now, kiddo. Quite trip so far, huh? Seems like we come to a bit of a crossroads, though. Say, the bald kid, what was his name? No, that's it. Sure taking us for a hell of a ride, so... Oh, it's the player. We're talking to it. I wonder how it turned up for him. Could go either way, in my opinion. But I never trust them skinnies very much. What do you think, friend? Oh, it's the ending selection menu I found earlier. How? Shit, Whatever. I've overrode a cute save for Puppet Pals! Safi, what the fuck is wrong with you? I like how they wrote the shit endings first. Why would you write those first? I guess to get them out of your system. Hold on, I'm gonna look at what we're looking at. Oh, I forgot the fucking. Oh no, chapters. We got chapters. I love this. This is such a good way to do this. Also, I spent some time trying to figure out how to make modules work, and apparently, it turned out the actual system I was working with was fucked up. So great, great, great. I mean, I like the driver. I think that's cute. So we have a few endings. I'll run you through this in a bit. I gotta go to the bathroom. I need the energy and the mental space for this. So hold on. Please be strong for me, okay? Um, Hold on. I'm gonna give you some text. Reflect. Reflect. Gotta remember to pause the recording. It's Scary Dave. I deserve it, Scary Dave. I deserve it. I deleted the good save. We're back. Let's see. Four-way choice. Okay, they wrote this out. Anon then meets up with fan contents are different depending on the endings. Is there a note here? Not sure if we want music during this. Lol. How does rain? Unfortunately, because you put your fucking music on this track, you idiot. Endings. Ending 1. Fang feels like Anon led her on. Ending 2. Fang being too hurt to be friends with Anon. Ending 3. Fang feels aimless after losing Anon and Trish in one swoop. Ending 4. Fang and Anon agree to be friends. I want to point this out. Why the hell was this about Fang? Why haven't we been to the hospital yet? I feel like there's a lot going on here that just doesn't work the way it's supposed to. I'm just saying. Hey, that's interesting. There is a file that isn't called in the script folders. Oh no, there's only file 10b. So apparently the good endings, A and B, aren't done yet. You know what? If I had $50, we would push through and make this happen. But I don't know. I don't have $50. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I just don't think it can happen. It's just impossible. Which means that there's like now a fucking. What the hell is this? Why is chapter 9C a checksum? C ending. Oh, the C ending isn't done in any way, shape, or form. That's just sad. Oh, really? Why is there a 10B? These aren't that long, though. Oh, man, someone spray painted Fang on the wall. Fuck, I want to see that. These aren't that long. I think we're just going to do them. And that would be it. Then the mod is done. Anyway. Oh. I'm not even allowed to choose them. It's just like, nobody. Nobody. You don't get to choose those. And they give him a little poke on the nose. You little scoundrel. You little scamp. Ah! Oh, that's neat. If you edit the file, you can make it happen. But it doesn't do anything for you. You just get save issue, please roll back, or use the mouse scroll to go back to the, I imagine it's like, hey, if you saved in here, this is a failsafe. Oh, well, which one are we going to go with first, then? The meh end or the oh fuck end? I'll leave it to you. Have fun with that. In the meantime, I'll reflect a little bit. Like I said, I can see why I never finished, because at some point this just kind of turned into a blurry mess. Kind of lost that spizzo pizazzo, that sizzle, that sazzle. It it's not bad. Like, I like it overall. I think it's kind of weird to have to focus on Anon's sexual feelings. I would like to remind you that Anon is still in high school. I don't care if he's 18 or not. You're cutting it too close for comfort. Don't do that. It seems you're split. We'll do them both anyway. Let's just see how bad things can get. I'll look forward to seeing how he'll completely fuck things over. Things are bound to end up right. I'm sure it'll end great. You think so? Not what I would have said. Well, that's like your opinion, man. This looks like your stop's up on the block. Here we go. What, you fare? No need to pay. I do this for free. Your destination should be a little further now. Hope you're right about that skinny friend. He's, how to say, grown on me. Or maybe he's just long enough that throws a twinkle in my eye. Anyways, don't let me keep you. Come on, get out there. I got new riders to pick up. But hey, listen. Let me know how it ends, alright? I feel like I lost these voices. I don't know how. It's only been a week. Maybe it's the hunger. Oh shit, I forgot there's still giant text on the screen. Whoops. Best to get this over with quickly. I can't say I've been looking forward to this, though. Fucking Trish, if she hadn't pulled a little stunt, none of this would have happened. The only reason I had to say what I said was because of what Rosa did. But she only did that because of what Trish did. Without that little cunt, Fang and I'll be fine. We just be friends like before. I'm sure I can get Fang to see it from my point of view and things will go back to normal. I was just trying to be a good friend. Yeah, that's it. Fang, you in? Jesus, it's dark. The music room seems abandoned. The only light comes from the high windows, and there's not a soul around. Frowning, I didn't even know those were windows. Maybe Fang already left? Hey. A quiet room from the corner makes me jump. Oh shit, it's Shadow Fang. And she's shorter? She looks shorter. Maybe it's just me. It's Fang. Why are you sitting there in the dark? Fang doesn't glance up from whatever it is she's doing. As I draw closer, I see she's tuning a guitar. I can also make out a bass sitting in its case at her feet. Not planning on going back to that, are you? My attempt to break the ice elicits more than a cold silence from Fang. When she does respond, it's almost like a whisper. Let's just keeping it tuned. Guess that makes sense? Why would it go out of tune? She hasn't been playing it or anything. Then again, my lack of musical knowledge gets the better of me. You, didn't miss anything in class today? Basically had the day off. No homework, that's pretty good. So, neither of us say anything for the moment. I shuffle around awkwardly as Fang idly plucks a string or two. This is going about as well as I expected. Fang, look, about us. Fang finally glances up from her guitar. Even though Trish's stunt and our conversation just happened yesterday, it looks like she hasn't slept in days. Are we... I mean, it's just... Fang continues to stare at me in silence. Come on, Anon, just say it. Like ripping a band-aid off. Fang, are we good? Fang's brow furrows. Good? It's just that you said you wanted to talk about us. I didn't want what we had going yet. Just because of some stupid shit Trish pulled. Just thinking about what Trish did made my blood pressure rise. What Trish did? Yeah! All of this drama's her fault, right? Each word gets easier and easier. Seems my hatred for Trish is a powerful motivator. She hadn't doxed, that's with 2 X's. None of this would have happened. Rosa wouldn't have, Ben, don't bring that up. You wouldn't have been in that situation. I wouldn't have said what I said, and everything would have been totally fine. Fang's face grows increasingly confused. Is that all you care about? That we're still friends? Fang seems to be looking at a spot somewhere behind me. I mean, yeah? Fang, look, I want to make sure we're okay. It's been a long time since either of us had any real friends, and well... Fang's eyes begin to narrow. Must be from the shitty lighting. Yeah, I know. Trish is in the shadows with a fucking baseball bat. Aren't I supposed to have good eyesight? I don't want to lose the good thing we got going on here. I mean, who else am I gonna rag on Naomi with? What about me? What about what I feel? Fang's words hit me like a fist. I take a step back in a sudden shift tone. All the confusion in her face is replaced with a rictus of anger. Rictus. Yeah. That's a good word. Let me look it up and make sure I'm using it right. The rictus of anger. Shit. Why did DeviantArt pop up in the middle of that? A grimace or grin. You're a real piece of work, you know that, Anon. What? What's that supposed to mean? You're my friend, and... Fang jumps out of a chair. A friend? Is that all I was for you? She grips the neck of a guitar so hard her knuckles are turning white. She's already as pale as the moon, my friend. How much whiter can those knuckles get? Everything you said that day on the roof or when we ditched Naomi and asked for the park, all it was just the same as when you and Reed were talking just about video games. I can't believe you. This time I thought you were different. I believed you wanted to help. Take all this bad shit and turn it something good. That was oddly specific. What was she talking about? But no. Fan kicks a nearby chair, sending it clattering across the floor. Wouldn't it knock over several other chairs too? Fang, chill. No, you're just another weed. Part of the excess, just like all of them. I thought you were someone I could trust. That you saw something in me no one else saw. But you just want to be less of a friendless loser. Fang, that's not... Fang doesn't give me a chance to interrupt. Admit it. The second someone better came along, you dumped me like trash. Oh, so that's what she was looking at. She was, she's sitting down. How stupid can I be? I never wanted to... After all that happened, all you care about is that everything is going back to normal. Will you just... But it's not going back to normal. The band, my friends, my heart, you broke all of them. Eventually, the emotional toll becomes too much for Fang to bear. Burying her face in her hands, Fang manages little more than to mumble out more of an argument between sobs. How could you have thought Fang collapses back into the chair. Again, it's kind of weird to have her kick a chair away and then have her sit down again. It's boomerang writing and it never looks good. Or it tends to look better if you know what you're doing with it, Although I guess, there's plenty of chairs to go around. Although I guess it would make more sense if it was another chair. She's changed positions mentally. Ooh. Yeah, man. This scene is pretty harsh if you like Fang. My hand reaches out instinctively towards her, to comfort her, like I've done so many times before. But now, something has shifted between us. Before, when I joked about laughing at Fang's show, I always felt like we would be okay afterwards. That we could laugh my mistakes off. Now, though, it feels like we've reached a point of no return. Fang. The silence of the room is broken only by her sobs. I feel like I should say something in my defense, but Fang's right. I cared more about things going back to normal than how Fang was feeling. Sorry, Fang. Maybe Naomi was right. Maybe I did just make it worse. What did you just say? A cold shock runs through... Your mumblings cannot be heard from across the room. Where are you? I guess he was reaching out for her, so he was probably pretty close. I guess that's fair enough. Maybe put in the line that he's approaching her to really make that clear. Because you can reach out without approaching someone. Is all I'm saying. Did I just say that out loud? No. Maybe it had like the character title. Fang rises from a chair very slowly. Anon, what did you just say? A soft noise catches my attention. Fang's she doesn't have her claws. The ones that no one has those except Olivia, and they're just used for like a fun fucking prop. I swallow hard, trying not to think about how each of her hands constitutes a lethal weapon. I didn't... You said maybe Naomi was right. Have you been planning this with Naomi the whole time? No, Fang, I swear it's not like that. Tell me. She crosses the distance between us in a single step. All I can think about is like a giant cartoon. A step, and she's there. A body vibrating with malice. Now. Before I knew it, I told Fang the whole story. And Naomi tried to get the two of us together. She wanted me to fix Fang, however, chose Rosa instead. With each word, I could see Fang lose a little more energy. Again, this mod works better if you include the rest of the game as well. It's kind of weird to use the rest of the game as a jumping off point without it being mandatory part of it. You know, because people just saying. Her arms fell limply to her sides, her chin sinking down to her chest. That's pretty easy when you have a chin that far up. She was like a puppet with its strings cut. Could almost see the exact moment what remained of a heart started to break in half. Fang. Fang, please say something. This mod also has no idea how to use music. It swaps between tracks too often for, you know... Yeah, again, I don't know what they were trying to do with that. Fang doesn't respond. For a second, all she does is stand there, hands on either side. I still don't like this one. She looks so weird and ugly. And she looks like a man in this. I don't know why. In like a way that doesn't fit with her character design. It looks like she's off model in a funny way. It's like she's trying to block out the world. I don't know, maybe it worked better if her hair fell down over her face. I don't know. Without warning, Fang dashes to the exit. Fang, wait! She stops, one hand on the door. Even Naomi cares more about me than you do, Anon. Without another word, Fang leaves. Fuck. She even left her instruments here. I consider following after her to give them back, but her final words made it clear what she thinks of me. For Fang to think that Naomi cares more about her, really fucked up things this time. Yeah, the E3... It's not meant as, like... The ending tracks are supposed to have a bit more, you know... Surprise! She'll probably never speak to me again. Hell, she might get Reed and everyone else. You mean Reed and Trish? Like, you don't give a shit about Nasser and Naomi to that extent, man. All I wanted was the things to go back to normal, to have my friend back. But instead, well, whatever. I still got Rosa, Fang can't take her away from me. And I still got Stella. I can tell her I tried to bury the hatchet with Fangs, but it just wasn't in the cards. Who needs friends when you got a girlfriend, anyways? Maybe if I can convince her, I can convince myself. As I reach the door, I give Fang's bass and guitar a final look. Wah wah. Also, why were the lights off? Aren't most classrooms like they turn on because of motion? I'm just saying, it's kind of weird. It's actually dark in there during like somewhat recent school hours. Are we entering goodbye Volcano? Just kiss already. It's been a month since my last conversation with Fang. We haven't spoken since that afternoon in the music room. Is there anything to fucking say? Is there anything to fucking say, Anon? It just didn't work out, is what I told Rosa. I just couldn't bear to put more stress on her. I'm seeing less of her now with her daily trips to the hospital. My first trip to visit Rosa's mom was a disaster. Her and Rosa got into a big argument in Spanish when I visit. Not about me, Rosa promised, but it was still awkward. Since then, I've made up any excuse not to go. I mean, watching someone who's on death's bed argue is the worst. Fang's been skipping science class ever since Out Little Talk. Somehow, Rosa convinced Spears not to suspend her for ditching. Initially, I was supposed to bring Fang her classwork every day, but I guess I fobbed that off to NASA. Hello there, Anon. Managing all right by yourself, I see. Yes, Dr. Fernsworth. Actually, I got one question about the assignment, if you don't mind. Before I can try to extract myself out of the hole I'm currently in, an announcement comes out over the speaker. All right, everyone sit down and shut up. Oh no, it's shut up and sit down. The board game review show. Next month is what all of you have been waiting for. Prom! What is it good for? Absolutely everything. I'll say again, prom. Tickets are all sold tomorrow. Get those dates ready. There's a moment of blissful silence before the class erupts. Oh man, I should totally ask him to. I should wait to see for this. Bound to get lucky this time. Dr. Fernsworth wanders off to her store, leaving with a mountain of a worksheet. I feel like Naomi would work a lot better if there was any amount of self-awareness about the concept. Alright? I feel like if the story was, isn't it, like, even Naomi, you know, here's the thing, right? You have school do like a, don't respond to creepy strangers on your phone. And then Fang brings that up and is like, you know, didn't they say at school not to trust creepy strangers? And Naomi's like, well, you were the one trusting me. And they have a good laugh over it. That would at the very least show they're aware of the fact that it's kind of fucking weird. And then it comes from both sides, too. And then you could have Fang talk like, I wanted validation. I needed validation from someone who weren't my friends that I'm good at this, you know? Like, after the audition and everything, I needed some... You know, there's so much you can do with it, and Goodbye Volcano High does nothing. Not that I could pay much attention to that anymore. Prom. There's nothing that I would like more than to go with Rosa. But could I afford this? Tickets are kind of expensive. Plus, would you even want to go with a mom in the hospital now? I'm considering texting Rosa right here, asking if she wants to go. No, better do that in person. Turning my attention back to the assignment, I realized there's a page full of questions. Man, I wish I had $50. That would make this so much more bearable. Just imagine. 50 whole smackers. Be kind of great. Be pretty cool. Ugh. Again, Scary Dave, the story Goodbye Volcano High wants to tell would have worked better in this format, in the visual novel format, because it needs way more of a slow burn for that idea to work. And it tries to do so much. The whole, again, fucking Sage's scene is so good. Why is it so early in the game? Nothing builds up to it. We know nothing about Sage. The cast is kind of big for how short the game is, right? You need more than an hour per character, at the minimum, especially since Fang is the protagonist. I'm just saying. The game... It was pushed out because someone had to make something. I started working in the gardens during my lunch period. Rosa might not be able to give the gardening club her attention anymore, but I'll be damned if I let still a room my girlfriend is built. Hey, that's cool. You missed the veto for them, Manovio. Grumbling under my breath, I start excavating the offending foliage. Rosa never misses a chance to what. Listen, I'm gonna get some Pringles, alright? I need them. I need Pringles. I've been streaming for 2 hours, and I was already on a calorie deficiency today because I'm trying to diet. I need something to get me going. Man, I wish I could see Scary Dave's links. They're so good. Dang. Okay, that's a little better. That's a little better. Rosa never misses a chance to watch me work. Whenever I bring up that I could use a hand, she just bats her eyelashes. Doesn't she love garden work? What the fuck? I think she likes bossing me around. Eager to avoid more of Rosa's instructions, tries to distract her. So, how did your latest attempt with Fang go? Hey, já és tão frustrante. What is this? I don't recall this having new songs. How strange. If only she would stay out of my way and let me help. Rose has been turning more and more of her attention to fixing Fang's issues. But no matter what she tries, Rose always finds a way to reject it. I wish there was more I could do. I very carefully avoid catching her eye. I think I've done all I can anyways. Let's see, you've tried Naomi, Nasa, Stella. Have you tried asking Reed for help? Sin suerte. What? No luck. Fang must have said something to him. I know that you must think I'm despotica. No, but every time I fail to help her, she takes out her frustrations on a TOT. Because there's no bacon. I just can't take it. You let me help you so I can cheat. Back in black. I take a break from pruning errant branches to sit next to Rosa. The way she started staring off into space all the time. Look, you can't keep worrying about it like this. What's most important is that you take care of yourself. And take care of me, your boyfriend. When was the last time we did something fun? My mind wanders back to the announcement from earlier. Rosa, she still got that faraway look in her eyes. Rosa, how about we go to prom? Together. Rosa's crimson eyes zero in on mine. A prom? Yeah, it'll be fun. Take your mind off of... Anon, that is it! At once, Rosa captures me in a massive hug. There's artwork for this, again. Just use it. She's speaking a mile a minute, rapid Spanish totally lost on me. Well, Rosa, is that a yes? But of course it is. Rosa rolls her eyes. But even better, you gave me the perfect idea how to raise Fang's spirits. That's good, because... Wait, what? Think about it, Anon. Fang and Rolto band broke off last month, see? Let's get them back together. I'm sure to fix Fang's mood like nothing ever happened. There's an edge of mania to Rosa's voice. I mean, sure sounds like a good idea, but what about perfecta? Now I want to go talk to Trish this afternoon, and it was my turn to interrupt. Wait, what? You're going to talk to her after what she did to me? I know. I do not like Trish any more than you do, mi novio. I seriously doubt that. Again, it's switching songs too much. But who else can we turn to? NASA can't help us with Fang, and Reed is just ignoring the world. Trish is Fang's best friend. If anyone knows how to get the bank back together, it'll be her. Why hasn't she already tried? Anon isn't here to shield her or anything. I guess when she puts it like that, if it means that much, you sure. But I'm not talking to Trish directly. Might just be the prospect of talking to that lady with attitude again, but Rosa seems a little desperate. Hi, Anon, you are the best. Rose applies a massive kiss on my cheek. I'll be less tired with $50. Nah, you back to planting. I've got planning to do. Rosa gives me a self-satisfied smile before whipping out a phone. I can only stare at her for a moment before I half-heartedly return to the flower beds. Was it me, or did she seem more excited about helping Fang than going to prom with me? I guess that's why it's the bad ending. Your girlfriends. Oh! What? But... No, but hold on. Hold on. There is a chapter 10B. Okay? Okay? Hold up. Yeah! Oh no, we were doing A, weren't we? Yeah, this is the worst end. Sorry, it's the second to worst end that Anon is. Okay. It doesn't look too good. Yeah, this is mostly the same. We can just skip this. Best to get this over with quickly. Can't say I've been looking forward to this though. Fucking Trish, if she hadn't pulled a little stunt, none of this would have happened. The only reason I had to say what I said is because of what Rosa did. But okay, we already had this. Fang, you in here? The music room seems abandoned, and the light comes from the high windows and not a soul around. Slowly I scan the room. Maybe Fang already left. Hey. A quiet voice from the corner makes me jump. It's Fang. Why are you sitting there in the dark? Dino gang into Death Row to Canada. What an idea. That game is hilarious to mod people into. You know, it's got that vibe of the death games where you could like put names in and it'll automatically spit out brackets and stuff. Ba-ba-da-ba. Fang doesn't glance up from whatever she's doing. As I draw closer, I can see she's tuning a guitar. It doesn't make it a bass sitting in its case at her feet. I'm planning on going back to that, are you? Where are we? It's just... Fang continues to stare at me in silence. Come on, Anon, just say it. Like ripping a bandage off. Fang, are we... Hold on. Fang cuts me off suddenly. There's a steely look in her eyes. I think I want to say my piece first. I pull up a chair across from her. Whatever it is Fang wants to say, she's really struggling with it. She keeps twisting the same knob on her guitar. I can tell she's working hard on keeping her voice level. Anon, about us. I can't pretend what you did didn't hurt. Feel myself sag a little. I know you're with Rosa now or whatever, but it just kind of felt like you were leading me along. Rosa's word hit me like a 3-day ban right during prime shit. Man, that's a vibe. You leading her along? I wasn't doing that. Oh, come on, it wasn't. Seriously? There was a flash of anger in Fang's eyes as she lashed us out. Do you want me to spell it out for you? Jesus, really having a woman moment. Better just bite my tongue. The roof, looking for a place for warm drama to play. You're going to tell me none of that meant anything to you? I mean, what did those moments mean? Honestly, I don't know. I feel like you could make the choice instead of being the driver. I like the meta context. You could have just made it Anon asking himself how he contextualizes things, and that's, you know. Even in the end of the world, the Dino Gang must reach KOP to release a reimagined version by the name of Jurassic. I kind of wish we got Jurassic High. Something smaller, lower budget, just having fun. I don't know. Some more stylized characters and everything. I want more Snoot game. That's what I want. Or whatever they wanted to do, instead of, the heavily financially restricted version. All this time I was dating Rosa. So I was so attached to those moments to share with Fang. I know that you just want to be just friends. Why? Don't say just like that twice. Whatever sparks of rage may have ignited in Fang seem to have died down. She turns back to her guitar for a second. Seemingly satisfied, she plucks a chord, letting it hang in the air. I recognize the one shabby playback in her room, but don't think I can. Thought I were prepared for this. After all, it was me who chose Rosa over Fang. I didn't think I would give up Fang's friendship in the bargain. Fang, isn't there, anything I can do? Why are we swapping songs to this again? I don't want to lose the only real friend I've made ever since moving to the shitty place. Who else am I gonna rag on Naomi with? My feeble laughter is met only with a silent shake of her head. Yeah, man. That's what you get with alternate endings, with alternate routes. You'll have to go to Rosa for that, I guess. Look, I'm not trying to hurt you or anything. Don't I also still have, a read route mod? Let's not bother with that. I just don't want to play pretend anymore, Anon. I spent my whole life pretending to be someone else. Pirate princess, rock star, and an edgy non-binary teen. Not even E2 Cope Fiction can save this. True that. Fang strings a sad chord with the lines. Once again, Fang pours the full weight of emotions into her music. Even though its chord is brief, they transform words into something more. Fang, when I was with you, I could just, be myself. But not anymore. Jesus fucking Christ, what's with the music swaps? Good Faith Synth Stem. God, I kind of like the song. I didn't know which sprite to use. They were arguing in the There were director's comments. I could have read through all of this. I probably should have. I really feel like something like this, these kinds of unfinished things, there usually is a lot more director's commentary in here. Although, a quick glance does reveal it's a bit sparse. I like the dev commentary, though. I like giving dev commentary. It's fun. It shows people the process isn't that clean. If we let things go back to the way they were, I'd just be pretending again. Pretending we were just friends. Pretending I don't have these feelings towards you. Her words trail off. Eventually, the toll of Fang's admission becomes too much for her. I mean, listen, alright. I've had feelings like this. You can get over them, trust me. A few tears trickle down Fang's cheeks as she tries to bite down her sobs. I just can't, Anon. I. She gives up, burying her face in her hands. My hand instinctively reaches towards her to comfort her like I've done so many times before. Fang, look, I. No. Fang recoils at my touch as if I touched her with an open flame. I'll make up the following. And then they kissed. Patricia appeared out of nowhere and said baseball bat, and then Rosa busted down the door. You might as well make your endings that kind of fucky if you're not going to write them. Fang curls her knees to her chest as if to hold me off. There's no loathing or anger in her eyes. It's just disappointment. Please, Anon. It's over. Just go. Even though I want nothing more than to say something, anything to put things right between us, Fang's right. It was over. No more joking around in science class. No more free tutoring for music. A friendship was done. I contemplate sticking around, if only to get one final word in. One meager attempt to fix what I've broken. God damn it, I just want to write, but I have no ideas. I have desires, but they aren't ideas. Ugh, these are the parts that remind me of what... I will say that I kind of like St. Hammond more as a setting. I like the vibe there a bit more than Volcano High, if only because the setting has some fucking character to it. Volcano High is really just a backdrop. Which is often why I write... Like, there's a reason why I wrote the rich Volcano High alternative. With adopted Anon and everything. This is the secret E0. Discovered the... It's a bitter pill to swallow leaving Fang like that. All I wanted was things to go back to normal and I have my friend back, but instead... Well, whatever. I still got Rosa. Nothing can take her away from me. I could tell her I tried to bear the hatchet with Fred. Hang, it just wasn't in the cards. Yeah. We haven't spoken since that afternoon in the classroom. Oh, is this really it? I don't get why... We haven't spoken since that afternoon in the music room. What if Anon just became? Became what? It just didn't work out as what I told Rosa. Couldn't bear to put the stress on her. Feeling like daily trips was a mess. See her all... Oh! My first trip, it was... See her like that all hooked up to tubes. I couldn't bear to go again. Every time Rosa would ask, I would just make up some excuse. At least she stopped asking me. It's probably for the best. Fang found a new lab partner, some dweeby-looking raptor guy. At least I think it's a guy. Farnsworth asked if I wanted a new partner, but I turned him down. I work better alone anyways. Hello there, Anon. Managing all right by yourself, I see. Yeah, Dr. Farnsworth. Oh, just because. Yeah. I mean, Anon is the kind of, you know, to use the term because it communicates the core idea better. Anon is such an incel that which is weird to say considering he has a girlfriend. But he's the kind of person who would, like, he has a girlfriend. He's like, you know, fuck everything else. I got mine, you know. Yeah, Farnsworth. I actually got one question about the assignment, if you don't mind. Okay, we got the prom announcement. Say it again. Prom! The reason I know that war song very well is my brother used to have this battle game which was set in Vietnam. It was one of those battleground games, you know, like, you know, I don't know how to explain it. But it was neat. I had fun with it, even if I didn't get what the hell was going on half of the time, because I think I was still a little idiot back then. There was a moment of blissful silence with a class. I don't know. I just like Saint Hammond more, if only because it has actual background characters. Also, they don't exist exclusively just to yell at Anon. Or Fang, I guess. Doctor's phones with Wallacate. If you're going to copy this much text, don't make separate scripting files. Just put them together and have the differences speak, and then when it truly splits off, you split them off. I'm just saying you could have done this more efficiently. started working in the gardens during my lunch period. Better that than to endure the intention of a particular purple pain in my ass. Guess Trish and Fang haven't made up yet. And Trish is taking all her aggression. Why are you even anywhere near Trish? Why? Are you friends with Reed? Thank God the cafeteria hasn't had a lot of sloppy Joe there. Could barely afford the dry cleaning bill. You missed a bit of it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. Feel free to give it a go. I'm not gonna. Eager to avoid more of Rosa's instructions to try to distract her. So, how'd you last time with Fanko? Aye, not so well. I'm starting to think she may not want my help after all. She's okay, but turning more attention no matter how she tries. It may take longer than I thought for all of us to be amigos again. I never got the impression that you were amigos with Fang in any real capacity. Like, it was always just convenience, if anything. You eat 4 Pringles, and you get the hiccups. I know why, my stomach just likes being like that. I carefully avoid catching her eye. I really don't know why she's bothering. Fang made it pretty clear she doesn't want to have anything to do with me anymore. Come on, you've done enough. Why not just leave her alone? You know I can't, Anon. You must think I'm tipsy. Rosa looks like she's about to yeet her TOT across the garden in a second. Trying my patience. Take a break from pruning Aaron Branch and sit next to her. There's a lot of weird overlap. I guess it's because they just copy-pasted it and they were going to change it more as they went along, I guess. Frankly, Rosa's been spending more time worrying about Fang than she has with me. To see her so upset. Look. You can't keep worrying about her like this. It's not good for you. Why waste time trying to fix something that doesn't want to be fixed? No, please. Not this again. It really feels like they heard the song once. And they didn't get the message, and they didn't get the memo, and they don't get the idea, and they're just like, oh, this is just a song you play when this happens. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I completely forgot. Hold on, there's something I want to find. I think that's worth pointing out. A big part of a good, successful fan community is you gotta have some background characters, you know? You gotta have some of that pizzazz in the background. What the hell is this? What the hell is all of this? Man, I really should have been paying attention to Azel's with Scaly Wings updates because there's a lot here. I'm looking for like one thing in particular. I don't forgot what the sequel was gonna be called. Oh yeah, I still love that Bryce. God fucking damn it! I forgot that Bryce, technically speaking, has a dick out moment in the game. Ay shy. God, I forgot. It's been so long, but the wine bottle, the goddamn wine bottle. I thought the sequel was on what's it called? But I guess it's not. I thought it was. I legitimately thought it was already up there. I'm honestly impressed this guy's been going because he has a Patreon where he's like, you know, trying to do all kinds of stuff. Angels with Broken Hearts. Okay, it's not up. That's. I was thinking about looking and seeing what the update was on that, but I guess not. Sorry about that. Now I understand why mods have one ending each. The real reason here's the thing, right? Here's my tip for you if you want to write a mod. One, write the core. Write the thing that matters most so that it's a functional story. Then write out all the fluff pieces around it. The fluff pieces, support some scenes, have some cute moments, write those into the core scenes afterwards. Ending should really only come if you're like, there's something I want to say. And this game has something to say. There's a reason there's multiple endings. There's a reason that Goodbye Volcano High doesn't have multiple endings. You know? Not this again. I've got to keep trying. If not, I'll find things from my mouth. My insides squirm with guilt as I can barely suppress. No. I get it. I mean, I don't know. Why don't the two of us do something together for a change? My mind wanders back to the announcement from earlier. I don't know. We could go to prom. Rosa's crimson eyes zero out of mine. A prom? Yeah, it'll be fun. You could take your mind off of everything. The more I start thinking about it, the more excited I get. Yeah. Scary Dave, you know what I mean. You know what I want. You know what I want. What I really. Jesus, tomorrow is gonna be so busy. I'm so annoyed. I just want to watch these stupid videos, and I can't because I have to do streams, and then I have to do things in the morning. I organize my life in a horrible way, and I don't even get $50 for it. Come on. Life just doesn't like. If I really didn't like it, I would just have stopped it earlier and just moved on the next week. The more I think about it, the more excited I get. Rosa and I will have such a good time. Neither of us will be worrying about anything else that night. Anon, that is a great idea. She pulls me to a stereotypical massive hug. Whoa, Rosa, is that a yes? Listen, I'm thinking about writing. I kind of like Goodbye Volcano High setting, because unlike Snoot game, Goodbye Volcano High has background characters. It has an environment. It has because Skin Row doesn't have a lot of character to it in the way that matters. We never really do anything with Skin Row. God, my brain is too full of ideas. I need something for the NaNoWriMo run. I need something for November. That's my big project. And I want it to be something stupid self-indulgent that I can finish, that I don't worry too much about. Just to prove it to myself. 50,000 words, which is decent. This motherfucker has written over 200,000, 50,000 words. What are you doing at that point? Listen, you do not need 250,000 words. Okay? The Lord of the Rings is like twice that length? What the fuck are you doing? If you write this much more, what is your story about? Is it multiple at this point? I'm afraid to ask, okay? It's in my watch later list because I'm terrified of this thing. Keep your Snoot out of it. First fic, 34 chapters. Hundreds of comments, hundreds of kudos, dozens of bookmarks. What is this thing? What is it? What is this extremely mysterious Jogo, as one might say? Safi, just admit that you're extremely jealous. Shut up! I think I couldn't even keep up reading this stuff compared to what he's writing. What the hell is this even about? Character death? Someone dies? What? Why am I looking at this right now? I don't know. Okay? I don't know. I'm just... Someone killed him? Anon X Sage? You saw Twitter make those. I kind of want to use some of those characters that I talked about, okay? Like, I made a bunch of side characters, and I feel that they're kind of getting shafted in the process of me not writing anything. They're just not treated right. Of course it is. Rosa rolls her eyes. I'm not gonna say no to Minovio when he asks me to prom. Oh, I don't have the most beautiful spectator. You'll love it. Shit, right. Prom clothes. I bet Rosa's gonna look amazing. Do I even own formal wear? I think I left it all with my folks. Maybe I could get asked. Oh, that's right, he's Fang's brother. Well, that bridge is burned. I probably get some clothes from home. I suppose she could bring Reed if she wanted, but I do think they're don't. But I do think they're together. What? Right. Wait. What are we talking about? I feel like a big problem with my brain right now is that a lot of my ideas are weird and esoteric. You know, I want these big, goofy ideas. No, there's magic. This character is technically metamorphorical, etc. Ugh. I feel like what I need is a good bonk on the noggin. My attention is forcefully dragged back to the conversation then. Anon, were you even listening? I rapidly replayed the last few minutes of the conversation back in my head. Let's see, she mentioned something about going as a group. That must be it. I was totally listening. The group thing, right? Rosa huffs. I was talking about inviting Fang to come with us at a double date. Show her not how feeling, see? This again, Raptor Jesus, give me strength. Can't Rosa just write the friendship off already? I mean, I thought it was gonna be just you and me. No, mi novio, don't whine. Put yourself in her shoes, or boots. Wouldn't it be nice to hang out as friends again? She doesn't just get that it's over, does she? Whatever, there's no chance that Fang will accept. We are, by the way, not anywhere near done. Like, we're making a long one today, and I hate myself for doing this to myself. Anon XH, I got a question for you, Scary Dave. Are we talking trans man Sage or not? Cause, flutters my lashes. Honestly, I think transplanting the fucking the scene where Sage is like being trans sucks, and transplanting that onto Anon is the funniest fucking shit I can think of. Just like, I can't believe that my parents suck ass, and Fang and Anon's like, I just want to kiss you and not be gay. So can you stop? Is that all you think about? How gay it is? Well, yeah. Obviously. I don't... Listen, okay, the big thing I have against Sage, alright, is I don't like Sage's design. Okay? I just don't like the stupid shoes. Actually, I don't even like the whole... Like, Sage dresses like he's like 5, okay? He doesn't dress like an adult. It's so weird. I get that he's trying to be a bit more childish, but every other character dresses like a fucking normal person. And he's not even being interesting with it. It's not a cohesive thing, because the shoes are so fucking weird. You know? It's like they were trying to have their cake and eat it too. I think the hat really is just the missing element to it. And making the socks taller doesn't help either. Like, the socks are a little too formally. Lots of little fashion design tips and tricks from your boy Safi Crook you don't need. God, I forgot how fucking awkward those elbow feathers really look in context. Wait a minute, what's this? In the New Girl flashback, Sage says that his zodiac sign is Gemini. However, given that his canon birthday is December 20th, his actual sign would be Sagittarius. What the hell? What is wrong with these people? Oh, God, the idea of trans man Sage is interesting, though. You know what, Scary Dave? I'll let that one percolate. I'll let that one simmer in my brain. Actually, there won't be a stream after this, will there? Because there's nothing to stream. We're done. Once we're done with this, we're done. There's no more mods. I guess I could do some fics, but I still feel kind of weird about reading fics out loud. I don't know. I think I'll put it up for a poll, and we'll go from there. I'm not asking the authors. That's just weird. You don't call Tolkien's estate if you want to read. Yeah, man, it's so sad. Whatever, there's no chance Fang will accept. So there's no harm in me saying yes. Alright, fine. Perfecta. No, talk to Fang's afternoon, and once again I tune out Rosa's prattling. Hang out with Fang again. She made it pretty clear in the music room that her friendship was done. So let Rosa ask, what does it matter if she'll just get rejected? And it'll be the two of us going, just like I wanted. Prom night was supposed to be just the two of us anyway, with nothing to get in the way. But it'll still be, just wait and see. Honestly, there is the transness of there's a lot of questions. Like, how would you handle that? Would you go for Anon is gay? Is Anon bi? Is he pan? Or are we just going with he's straight and it's weird for him? Maybe he learned something about himself? That would take up a lot of. Remember, you can only put so many themes in your story before it gets muddled. So that would take up a lot of thematic space if we have it focused on Anon's sexuality. And also, what does it even mean to talk about Anon's sexuality? The guy's supposed to be a representation of an average 4chaner. Actually, you could have it be like Anon really likes Sage and he's trying to fool himself. That could work. You know, all these people are trying to look for girlfriends because that's what you do, but they don't actually want girlfriends. They don't actually like girls. And he kind of likes this, you know, that's an idea you could go with. Especially since Sage is, you know, biologically, chromosomally, a girl. So from his perspective, it's like, is it really? Gosh, that's an interesting angle to take because we often focus on the trans person, not the person dating the trans person. Especially if it's like technically, Anon is an anti-chaser, right? Anon is like the worst case scenario anti-chaser of like, I don't want to date a trans person. I want to date you without all that stuff. You know, but I don't want to write about that. I want to write about Evelyn and Danny and about Ophinia and about all those characters. And I could glue them in, but it would feel, I don't know, it just feels a little bit too much. Because you can only have so many characters be in the forefront, you know. Oh. God, ideas are forming in my brain. Oh, Scary Dave, what have you done to me? Oh, yes, this is what I need. This is why I want someone I can just fucking brainstorm with. And I don't have them. I have several friends who are writers, and they don't fucking brainstorm with me. They don't... No, you live in a society. I live in the outskirts of society, terrorizing the townsfolk with my whimsical mischief. So I'm having ideas of like, I really want to do an adopted Anon, where Anon is adopted by Fang's parents from Goodbye Volcano High. And then I want to have Volcano High be a different kind of school, be more modern, kind of go with what they have in the games, or be a richer school, a fancier school. So it's like this dissonance. And there was like, giving Anon this more corrupted parental experience. But is that too heavy? I guess that would be like, but there has to be something he does for Sage, because right now a lot of it is just piling onto Fang and onto Anon. Who would the supportive cast be? And what would Sage's deal be? Because Sage needs to have a plot too, something to worry about, something to deal with. Because it could be like a double parental situation. Like, Anon is adopted into a family, and they're very nice and supportive. They're better off, they're trying to help him, and they can't communicate with him. But then we have Sage, and Sage's parents aren't supportive of this. They're dismissive, and it's like, no, you were given a better family. I'm stuck with a family. Ooh, my brain. Ooh, my brain. Ooh. I've got a brain full of thoughts. Well, while I'm thinking about things, how about I read aloud something I'm going to regret? Because we are an hour into this particular recording and like several hours into the stream. This man, this fucking man, I don't know who he is. I don't know what his deal is, but he says the most profound things. Speaking of porn logistics, another personal favorite bit of fuckery is when an artist draws a picture containing multiple dicks and then produces a separate alt for every possible ejaculation configuration. Like if there's 4 dicks, there are 16 alts, such that there is a version where only A, B is, you know, doing the thing, and then combination. Jesus. I'm imagining some kind of high-class dick connoisseur with exquisitely rarefied tastes out there like, I want to see this character doing the deed, but only the one on the far left. The others can wait on their turn. Someday I'm going to write a spy thriller where it turns out that the conspirators are writing encoded messages via e-hentai galleries, full of endless microscopically differing differing jizz alts, where each image contains 4 dicks and each dick serves as a 1-bit component to a hexadecimal encoding. Other person says, "BRB gonna encode the national secrets into my hentai art." Then we have this person who has been posting a lot of robot stuff lately, especially robot porn. Jesus. As a, as a reverse engineer, I've worked on extracting these sorts of arts from hentai game. The game art does this sort of thing so that the story can toggle between different versions. So maybe they didn't get enough. What the fuck? What? So she's because she didn't get enough points. She's not blowing the load. Games are often smarter about this than the galleries. Instead of storing every combination, they store one base image and then separate each overlay. It means you have 5 images instead of 16 possibilities. This also makes no sense in an in-image gallery, so we'd have to comprise them together. Jesus. Around the same time I was working on tools to extract images from hentai games, I was also working on tools to stenographically hide files within images in several ways. Oh. This was in part because I was working with 4chan at the time and helping them catch files hidden inside of images because channers turning 4chan into an arbitrary file sharing site. Is it a JPEG or a neutral milk? What? It's both. It's an album and a JPEG. Using it to bypass filtering moderation, you put an image inside of an image. Now you can't see it because the internal image, unless you extract it, maybe because of the rules. Breaking the rules on B is very bad. Our advice isn't there. This is also work when I worked on the US government. If it turns out secret government agents are hiding confidential images encoded into hentai ejaculation galleries, then it was me, and I did it back in 2009. Oh. Red Star Power Up in Super Mario 64. Oof. Oof. I'm gonna need a hot minute. I'm gonna need a hot minute. Also, I need this idea to percolate before it can come out because never act on something you've just decided. Always let it sit for a day, because your first idea is always stupid. It's always filled with dumb brain things. I mean, this would be fun to do, I guess. Who would the supporting cast be? I'm thinking very much. This would work within the framework of what I'm trying to. Like another thing that I really wanted to do with Anon, right? Is a thing I wanted to do is Anon. I don't know. I just really wanted to write a character that has like robot limbs. Okay, I've had it in mind for Inko as like his parents are in the hospital and he's home alone and he's extremely like depressed. He's not depressed, but he's like very jaded. He's become this hardened person because his family's in the hospital and he needs to pass school and he has these limbs and he doesn't feel like himself. I've also had it for Anon from the perspective of like the limbs are shaped like dinosaur limbs and he's kind of racist, so oh boy. But that could work. That could tie the two together. Is that they both don't feel right in their bodies and they have to work on it. And because, his parents, maybe they died in a fire. Maybe they were assholes and they died in a fire. And now he's with new parents and he has to figure out how to, ooh, it's coming together. Scary Dave, you son of a gun. You did it. Yeah, ooh. I'm waggling my finger. Ooh, you son of a gun. There is one very specific thing that I want to play right now. I hope I can find it. Is this it? Is this it? This really sums up. It's just my brain. Just my brain saying it's oh boy. You turn Anon into V with them cybernetics. He doesn't have to have cool cybernetics. Come on. Actually, that'd be kind of neat. You have him in the room with Fang and Reed, and they are like fawning over the robotics because they're like, "Oh, that's so punk. That's so metal," and he doesn't like it at all. What do you mean Anon is an NB and you already were writing it? Listen, I had someone else tell me that they wanted Anon to be an NB in a story they wrote. They really liked Obaivuka no Haya and they wanted to keep that story and they wanted to put Anon into it. But they wanted to keep Anon as like a background character. And I kind of agree with the sentiment that Anon can totally be NB, because he's supposed to represent 4chan as a whole. And sure, probably majority male, but, you know, he's an anonymous character. Having him discover that he is non-binary kind of works. You can make that work. Like, he doesn't care. I feel that Anon just doesn't give a shit. Like, he's not going to be masculine, so in his mind, why would he be anything, you know? Although in that story, it's also like humans are racist against, discriminated against, and as a result, you know, he feels less human, so he feels like less. He feels more like an it. But yeah, that's an idea you could work with. Like, you can totally make that work. Here's the fun truth, right? Here's the fun truth about all fanfics. They are all equally valid if you're willing to bend the truth a little bit. Sure, there are ones that are just way out there, but yeah, don't be so harsh on yourself. Don't be too specific. Just if you're not gonna write the funny story, who will? Who will? Denuvo opened its own Discord server to rehabilitate its image. Oh, that's that anti-cheat thing. Shut down 2 days later after players flood to bully them. Well, fuck Denuvo. DRMs like that don't work. They just make people angry. Just like that cat. He not like the banana. It's a good day to have a good day. Angry. That song is still associated with Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 in my brain. And don't ask me why. I've explained it before, and I will explain it again when asked. But what exactly about Anon's character did you fuck up? Because if it is just the non-binary thing, no. I don't think that's like the big thing worth rewriting 60,000 words over. Tell me, share. I want to know. I want to give you writing advice, and maybe just a little bit laugh at you. I promise I won't laugh, but I might just laugh a little bit, just a little bit. You know. I need to finish this. I can't finish this if I don't read it. Safi, you stupid moron. Finally, Saturday rolls around, and by happenstance, I find myself with nothing to do. I think we're in the final file now. Hell yeah. Well, if you don't count me browsing my phone, listening to Rayma hoover up his crumbs. Just need one more thing to make this perfect. Gotta say, though, the quality of the posts as of late have gone downhill. Or maybe I'm the one who's changed. Hard to shitpost when you got a dino GF, am I right, Lance? Again, it's kind of fair that he shits on Fang after this. Speaking of which, I think it's time I checked in with Rosa. It's also worth noting, this is something I haven't paid attention to, but it kind of is fair. Rosa is a far more straightforward girlfriend than Fang was. Fang was more complicated, not just the non-binary stuff. That's besides this. But Fang was way more messy and complicated, and with Rosa, it's like a way more straightforward girlfriendship. To the point that I could see him, like, you know, feeling like this. Speaking of which, I think it's time I checked in with Rosa. I've been kind of avoiding the family stuff for a while, way too heavy for me. Plus, I felt like an intruder just sitting there as the news kept getting worse. I suggested we hang out today, but Rosa had some family stuff too. We've been texting throughout the day though, so it's all good. Our baby wants from fuck. Sent that bitch a smiley face. Bitches loves. Jesus, Anna, you are up your own ass. Thank you. Thank you for reminding us that even you can become worse. After a few seconds, I can see the triple dots I've been waiting for. I personally love the mental image that he's just, all of his shit posting is just directed at Rosa now. In a cute way. Anon, how many times do I have to tell you? No more of those texts. Sorry, can't help it. I take a delicious sip of another delicious sip of Dr. Tarot. Sounds like tarot the cards. So, what's up? Making tamales, mi novio? Tamales, huh? Rosa's next text includes a picture of a platter of corn-covered goodness. They look great. Gracias, their mama's recipe. Papa and I are taking her some at the hospital later. I want to know what this fic is you're writing. You have my interest. I want to peek over the fence and fall into the garden, as they say. Oh yeah, Rosa usually heads there around this time. I'm sure she'll appreciate something other than hospital meatloaf. Si, that food is basura. Chuckling, I managed to leverage a sip into my mouth. I think that the way my ideas and such tend to work, motivation to write them, usually tapers off after a while once the novelty wears off, and then it picks up again when I get professional about it. And it tends to taper down when I get nervous, because the fan reaction, man, the fan reaction. That being said, I think I might go with this idea. I like it a lot. I need to work out the setting, because I really like working with a setting that's got some meat on those bones, you know? Like I prefer the idea of like Anon is kind of part of an experimental one, you know, because I like the idea of I have it in my head that Saeed works at like biomed. He has a bit of an accent and he talks a bit weird because you know I like to play up the accent, but when he talks tech talk, it's like fluent English. You know he speaks bad English conversationally because he mostly does tech talk. Anyway, so you know, he works in biomed. He probably works in cybernetics and stuff. You know, he's got a fancy job. I always like to imagine that he has a fancy job, considering where Fang and the gang lives in Gabavakin, Ohio. And the mother works in HR, which makes her more eloquent and a bit more strict. She has more expectations of people. I don't know. I just like the mental image of him. Even though in Gabavakin, Ohio, they do jack shit. But the way Minovi, which is weird because Sage is all about the parents. Just saying. By the way, Minovio, Mama was asking about you again. My stomach clenches a bit, so it must be bad. Well, she said Al Calvo, but I think she meant you. Bald. Forgot about that. She misses you, mi novio. Find some new words, please. Look, I really like knows about all the stuff with the mom. Can we just have a normal relationship? I like how Anon's saying that. It really does make it sound like he hasn't fully absorbed the important lessons. I absent-mindedly pop another can of fizzy goodness as my mind works up the excuse for why I can't be at the hospital. Also, you complain about Dr. Pepsi. I would like to point out, Dr. Taro might be different. We do not know. As my mind works up an excuse for why I don't want to be at the hospital tonight. I mean, admittedly, that stuff takes a while and it's always awkward to leave, you know. I've been in these weird hospital visits, or people who are, you know, on cancer's death door. It's just not like, don't pull people into this. Like, if you're gonna marry Ann, I'll do that first, you know? Marriage before going to the hospital like this. Oof. Especially this relationship is not that long. I don't know, it feels a little bit much. Especially since she hasn't done much with him outside of this, apparently. Like, the mother took president and everything. Yeah, just busy with the homework and stuff. Sorry. Mine open science textbook. Churches may science. You have other subjects, my man. Está bien. No, I know you are trying. Papa not off to the hospital now. TTIL. I gave Rosa's text a final thumbs up before letting my phone fall onto my bed. That's interesting. What do you mean with that? What he does, but how he would interact. You are only sparking more curiosity. This is why I need someone I can fucking brainstorm with. Because I just miss a little bit of feedback. You know, back and forth. I like hearing about other people's ideas, but no one fucking has any around me. I'm in a desert with no rain. Part of me wants to be there for Rosa no matter what. But I can't be... But can't I be there for her, like, here? At school? You're at home, Anon. Maybe the two of us could go on a date tomorrow, get away from all the family stuff. Just the two of us, alone, doing something fun. Just the two of us. We can make it if we tried. Maybe a botanical garden or something? Or like a movie. Maybe because I don't know, go to the mall or something. No charge for window shopping, right? Could probably scrape some cash to eat at the food court, too. Get both of us out of our homes. And Rosa wouldn't have to cook anything. Kinda lame, but if it means spending time with the two of us, I can bear with it. I downed another can of soda before pitching it expertly 2 feet away from the trash. What a glorious miss. Ah, right what I was aiming for. I snagged my phone from its cushioned resting place. My thumb's energized with newfound shitposting zeal. Now where would bragging about my new date have the most impact? I mean, like, I think that if you change something so fundamental to a character, like, yeah, just, if you keep everything else the same and you just act, like, isn't that all fanfiction? Like, yes, you're starting before the story as we know it started, but that doesn't change the fact that you are still writing Anon as if he was Anon. It's just Anon, but things were a little different. You know, that's fine. You can do that. I give you permission, and then I hit you on the shoulder like I'm knighting you. If anything, that's more interesting. That's kind of what I'm thinking of with the Sage thing, you know? His parents sucked, his house burned down, he's a bit traumatized, but he doesn't really care and he feels bad about that, and he's also like robot now, and he falls for a guy. It's like his whole life has just suddenly stopped making sense. It's like Anon just woke up in the middle of nowhere, and it's like, I'm a different person now? How does this make sense? Why do I like boy? Is my penis robot? What is the age of consent on a robot penis? That is the question we don't want an answer to. Because technically, that thing is not even a year old. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All you cyborgs out there got it bad. The next day, I laid out my plan to Rosa. Oh, we got a new background. Always love those. The filters are just so nice. Look at that stupid background. Red plus white equals pink. I like this hallway design, though, with the valley and everything. That's pretty cool. She was happy, of course, to spend time with me, even if it was at the mall. I kind of got the feeling she thought when I said let's do a date today that I had something more expensive in mind. But hey, gets her mind off of mom, right? Is gold, aka released, too dangerous to touch before beta? I mean, it's those bugs and viruses, you know, those are your risk, you know. If you get bugs down there, that's on you. It's like crabs. But you need to get a software engineer, and they're going to judge you for it, unlike a doctor would. Plus, two of us get some time to spend together. Win-win in my book. Jeez, I'm already late. Fucking Sunday bus schedule, I swear. Yeah, I know, the weekend schedule sucks. And not over here. Before I can finish damning every form of public transit to hell, I spot Rosa waving me over. Makes sense you got her first with the car and all. Why didn't you just let her pick you up with the car? That makes so much more sense for a date. Two of us hug briefly before her hand slides into mine. Sorry I wasn't here, mi novio. Church traffic. Oh, yeah, that's right. Today's Sun. Didn't you go with her to church? Also, I kind of low-key really love this Rosa looking away picture. That's so great. I didn't realize that Anon was anonymous. I was under the impression he was from Minnesota because I read Mouse instead of Moose. Oh, Scary Dave! Yeah! Yeah! Don't worry, I wasn't waiting too long. Two of us follow the step as we begin meandering down the main thoroughfare. Luckily, there's not too many people at It's fucking Sunday. So what are we going to do today, Anon? Sure, careful not to drop Rosa's hand. Dunno, figured it'd just be nice to wander around, you know. See some stuff, get a bite to eat, more stuff. The more I talk, the lamer this date is beginning to sound. And really that, I'm just surprised you like them all. I always figured you did your shopping online. My blood runs cold for a second. Did Rosa see my shopping history? I'm pretty sure I never opened my email from Rocky Roll in front. And you are such a fucking loser. Real men pirate it. They endure the goofy virus ads on the Russian websites. I have been told. I don't actually look at any of them myself. This is all secondhand. I don't know if the culture's changed. For most stuff, sure. But for clothes and stuff, I come here every once in a while. What a date. I better leave out that I only come here for the grill that's at the end of the mall. Rosa stops for a moment to face a mask of exaggerated shock. ¿Qué? You don't shop in bulk? A joke sends her into a giggling fit. You wish you had glows as great as these. Hey, that sounds like you're picking it up. As we continue past shop after shop, we finally stumble into some overpriced shoe boutique, where I can employ my greatest skill, making fun of dumb, overpriced bullshit. Oh, now look at this. I just showed a pair of hideous and purple Crocs. Are they in sport mode? Are the Crocs in sport mode? You cannot argue with sport mode Crocs. Which reminds me, I gotta call the doctor soon. Who would ever buy these? Rosa leans over, putting a show of inspecting the offending footwear. I do not know, Anon. They look cute to me. And they are only 200. What a steal. What bullshit! I do a double take at the price as Rosa descends into another giggling fit. Alright. Yuck it up. You just know I'm getting my revenge later. I really like this pose. It's cute. Rosa rolls her eyes on mock terror. It's also easy to make. I need to know what that means. So daunting. So scary. Oh no! Anon, you're spooky. You're scaring your girlfriend. Don't do that. As we move past the shoes, Rosa slips out of the grip. Wait, was it something I said? Oh, never mind. Oh, man, we're getting some art today, huh? Look at that giant arm. Those massive muscles. Manhandling that phone. Oh, they actually made it 3D. It's not just flat. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That puts so much extra body onto an item. It's just giving it a little bit of depth. Never mind. She's just getting out a phone. The fingers tap away at the keyboard rapidly as the two of us slow our pace. Man, that's a long message. Must be more mom-related stuff. The muscle mommy. Listen, if Rosa can't tuck you in and carry you all the way from the couch to the top, are you even dating Rosa? As Rosa continues to type, we pass by a classic mole stable. I'd be by for those buys. Are you girl? That your boy wife but girl? Boy wife but girl? Very confusing. I am not LGBT enough to understand this. Question marks all around. The overpriced pretzel stand. Hey, you want one? My voice comes out a little loud, causing her to jump. Come on, my treat. They taste great because they're so expensive. Rosa lags behind a little as I rush over to the counter. Oh, fuck, I forgot how overpriced these were. This will be everything I budgeted for today. And you really don't have to get me two. Give me 2 of them and a soda. The pimple-faced stego teenager behind the counter slides over 2 oversalted, over-butted snacks off the rack and into a bag. As I watch him grab my soda, I can already see the grease starting to... My wallet rendered significantly lighter return to my date. Yeah, hot and fresh. At least it was at one point. She takes the profit pretzel with a twin look of curiosity and revulsion. Gracias. What is going on here? If only it could be girl. If only it could be girl. I mean, that's a sentiment a lot of people can agree with. If only it could be girl. Oh man, I got a like without asking for it. Now that's what we call winning. It's not $50, but you know what they say. Feeding the YouTube algorithm always feels great. It's like it's like feeding an elder god, you know. You just huck a couple of living sacrifices down the hole. You clap your hands together and you're like, you know what, someone's happy today. Not the living sacrifices, but someone's happy today. Someone more important than I am. She holds the offending twisted tube between her thumb and forefinger. Does it have to have so much salt? I'm already several bites into mine before the realization dawns me. Rosa, have you never had a pretzel before? The blush better across her face is all the answer I need. No, it's just... Oh, man, you haven't, have you? Now it was my turn to chuckle. Ha 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 ha, and so forth. No tabules. Don't make fun. Aw, Anon, be nice. Mi familia doesn't eat out often. I mean, to be fair, you cook amazing. Why would you? And when we did that, there's never this. I honestly, listen, you know what I really want? I want a fucking pizza, okay? I have not eaten a pizza from New York in a while, and I love them. But, oh god, hold on. Okay, listen, here's the problem. I want to get a New York pizza, okay? Oh, the store is closed. Really? At 10 on a Friday? 10 on a Friday. Oh, they're all closed. Some are open. Why the hell? Oh, that one's like open like 30 minutes. No, I just want to look at pizza. So I want to get loaded pepperoni. Holy shit. They got more pepperoni in it. I'm tempted. I'm tempted. It's only 10. Really? 10? Weren't there pizzas like a bajillion dollars? Okay, did they call it perfect pepperoni or double pepperoni? Yeah, they call it double. Why is the double pepperoni 12? What the hell are you doing? Oh, because it's on sale. Okay, gotcha. But let's say I want to get a double pepperoni, right? Wait, how the hell is this thing only 501 calories? Wait a minute. Have I been lied to? I thought pizzas were like super heavy. Where's my double? There's my double. No, I don't want to customize it. I want to see the nutritional information. Here we go. What the frick? Okay, no, I never order 30 centimeters. That's too big for me. I would like to go back, and I would like to click it, and I would like to order... I want to see all, because I want to order... Yeah, 25 centimeters. Yeah, it's pizza is like 1,200 calories, man. How do I fit this in my budget? Like, I can eat a pizza if I ate nothing else that day. And they got some amazing... Okay, they got some great chicken tendies, and they got some pretty dang good popcorn chicken. All right? They got it good. So I'm ordering those. Oh, they got nuggets? Or is that all they got? But, like, if I want that of nuggets, like, that's everything, right? I'm even going to go over budget if I order too much of this. I can't go there. I can't get my tendies. Actually, I could get the tendies. And this. And I would be at like 1,500. But that's like everything I eat that day. Okay? That's everything. Actually, I could get this and the popcorns and the tendies and the pizza. And it would still be under 2,000, which is still my goal. But that's my entire fucking day of calories. It's also horribly unhealthy. But I can't just squeeze it in. It's like a whole fucking day trip. If you're an Olympic athlete. Depends how I'm sacrificed. Eating my cosmic horror. I mean, you know, some cosmic horrors integrate you into an amalgamation or a hive mind or something. You know, they're alternatives to just being consumed. Maybe you get one of the fun ones. Actually, let me see about the Domino's around here, because there are 2 pizzerias that I give a shit enough to order from ever. Let's see about Domino's. Is it worse? Is Domino's worse? Domino's, I don't want to see your fucking pizzas. I specifically want to see your pizzas. I love, by the way, Domino's isn't great. New York is a bit better in terms of, like, bang for your buck, I feel. But hey, Domino's, you can get 6 for a medium, but you gotta pick it up yourself. But it's fucking great, you know? I don't want to order. I want to look at your pizzas. I want to see your menu. Thank you. Jesus. Perfect pepperoni. That's the one I like. That's the one I like. I want to see 100 grams. You know, I appreciate that you're giving me the gram information, but I need to know how many fucking grams go in this pizza. Oh, it's 270. Okay. How heavy is the fucking pizza, you bingus? Ugh. Do they still have those goofy boxes they were making? They had this... First off, they have these melts, I think. They're pretty nice. They're more snacks. I thought they were like a meal, but they're snacks. Oh, they still have subs. Oh, they have subs now, too. I'm kind of curious about this meatball marinara. If only because, you know, the new stuff they add to the menu is generally not horrible. The problem is, you know, the calories. I gotta count the calories, and the calories say, fuck you. But they got this thing called... Oh, they still have the Domino's boxes, where you get like an itty-bitty pizza, but you get some sides. It's cute. I love it. Why am I talking about pizza? Why am I talking about that New York slice? We're not here for that. When we did, it was never this. Rosa gives the pretzel a shake, dislodging several salt deposits. They are not crystals. They are straight-up deposits. You can mine them for cash. Just try it, babe. I'm sure you'll like it. All right, mi novio. I don't think they would. Like, salt is a preservation thing, and I don't know if herbivores would be too into that. Because salt is mostly used for meat preservation, right? After what they did to Curios. What did they do to Curios? What happened? Also, I'm talking about Domino's here in my country, not America. I'm not in America. For context. I've been told that the McDonald's here is actually food for human beings. Compared to, you know... America, where it's things that happen to look like food by sheer coincidence. Unintentionally so. With a look that says, I better not be lying to her, Rose takes a small bite and... Demasiado salada, demasiado salada. Doesn't that mean too much salad? No, that's ensalada. Oh, that is salty. Huh. Laughing, I hand her the soda, watching as she gulps nearly half it down in one go. Told you you'd like it. A glass with it. I mean, listen, alright? If you want to do a good triangle, Rosa is the easier and more straightforward date. But Rosa doesn't like this fooling around, you know? Rosa's like, Anon, please stop fooling around and making fun of me. I prefer it when we are genuine and have kisses. Oh man, they screwed. I've never. Listen, my brother has told me to get churros. Someone from America told me to get churros. I have still not had churros. Maybe at some point I will have churros. I don't know when. Maybe I will. Maybe before I die. That'd be great. But if I'm dead, come and see me in hell and bring a churro. Just make sure it doesn't get covered in sulfur on the way. Especially when she takes them to the back. As our date continued, we walked up and down the mall at least twice. Mercifully, Rosa only stopped at a few stores, leaving me standing awkwardly as she tried on a new dress. She offered to return the favor at American Archaeopteryx, pointing out how she thought it was a cute jacket, but is it a knockoff version of Incos? Please tell me it's a knockoff one from Incos. That's the best. No way I could forward anything in there anyway. Got you, fam. Listen, okay, it's good to know that if I die in the afterlife, someone will have two coins for Charon in their eyes and a churro in their hands. Listen, Scary Dave, I appreciate the offer, but a churro is not a microphone. You cannot interview a man with a churro alone. It just doesn't work. I'll talk, but you won't record anything. Eventually, we wander into the most sacred of places to teenagers with nothing to do with the food court. The food court. I guess Rosa needed something to wash the butter and salt out. I never knew pretzels were buttery. Out here, they're just dry and salty, but maybe I'm thinking of the wrong pretzel. But I wasn't about to turn down a free meal. Our tray is laden with what was assuredly not authentic Mexican. Jesus, you are going to get her kicked out of the Mexican community forever for this. We managed to find an unoccupied table in the corner. Again, I think that if you want to do a triangle, again, Rosa works better if she's genuine. Or she has like a very specific kind of personality. You know, contrast the girlfriends in what they want out of a relationship, what they want out of their boyfriends, how they act as people, etc., etc., etc. They are different themes for different ideas. Do you want a shallow relationship that is good out of the gate, but there's not much to it, and you're not allowed to be yourself? Or do you want to be yourself, but you have to work at it? You got to build that relationship up. Do you want to be real, or do you want it to be easy? Man, it really is filled up in here. See, I'm surprised we could get the table. How the hell could she hear you mumbling? You're in the fucking food court and it's busy. I let Rosa sit first, before sliding myself into the seat next to her. Oh, I love this one with the eyes closed. I still think the pose with their hands out is kind of goofy, though. It's a little awkward to eat, but sitting next to her is nice. As Rosa begins munching on some enchilada verde, her hand automatically goes for the phone. So, I think worth pointing out, considering that dinosaurs and like herbivore diets are more of a thing, I imagine that a lot of cuisine that is like, oh, you should always include meat. Meat is part of the cuisine. Wouldn't be like that in this world, I imagine. Especially since tofu isn't available in the kind of way that historically would have made sense. Which, what I'm trying to say is like meat replacements would not be a big thing. There would just be vegetarian alternatives to them. Period. And more meat-based alternatives that focus more on the meat, you know. I'm just saying, it would dramatically change how cuisine is presented because you would have 3 options. Anything goes, meat and plant. Actually, if you're going that way with world building, you have a lot more questions to answer. You might as well not go there. I mean, she hasn't checked it in a while, but still. I mean, normally I would relish any time I could spend with Rosa, but every time we slow down, it's like I don't even exist. Also, the fact that they met, whatever, the dinosaurs on the whatever. I know she's dealing with mob stuff right now, but isn't today supposed to be about us? That's also a thing. Like, maybe it's about, you know, Anon's about you, but it's about everything bad about you. But Rosa is fine. It's just her mom, and you have to deal with some externalized form of, you know, it's saying there's a lot of fun stuff you can do with that to create an interesting love triangle, like the question. And then Anon is like, maybe I like Fang more because Fang isn't all this bullshit that I don't want to deal with. You know, it's Fang's bullshit. It feels more relevant. A few more minutes go by of me eating in silence. Maybe it's time for me to take matters into my own hands. Hey. Rosa doesn't look up at my shoulder bump. Hola, Anon. Something I should know about? She still doesn't look at me. Huh? Come on, talk to me. You've been staring at that thing ever since you sat down. Don't you want to spend time with me? I look over and gently kiss her on the neck. It's still a thrill to be able to do that. No, just uno minute, okay? Nope. This time I twist her face towards my own before trailing my fingers through her hair. It's because she said 100 times before, but I just can't get enough of it. When we pull away, Rosa's phone is left forgotten on the table. I mean of you, it's nice. It's always nice for me too, Rosa. Despite Rosa's flustered tone, she shifts a little closer to me. I was going to say bold, mi novio. There's no one around to... My train of thought is brought to a screeching halt. Of course Fang is here. If this... Listen, how is this an ending? Isn't this like a perfect date scene? To like bring the love triangle to the forefront? I'm just saying, this shouldn't be in an ending. Unless it's going to do something that it's obviously going to do. But you know what? I want to complain. There in the path running around the food court is Fang. Looks like she's got a shopping bag and some record store at You've been around this fucking mall twice. Just shut up. Rosa's back is turned to her, so there's no way she's seen her. It's only a matter of time until Fang sees us. Time seems to slow down for a second as I keep tarot in my sight. That doesn't work. It doesn't alliterate like that. Should I stop? I mean, Fang and I did have that conversation in the music room about how we're done. Still feels weird to make out with Rosa in front of her, shouldn't it? Yeah, man. Like, artistically, the character designs work better. Rosa's is quite busy with the hair and there's a lot more color, whereas Anon and Fang are both very, they're duochromatic. Other than Fang's makeup, but that's a holdover. But Fang is mostly like the bluish and the silver and the black, whereas Anon is the green and the skin color. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, in this society, because some people are apparently obligate enough carnivore that it's annoying to them, it would change things a lot. Especially since dinosaurs are the natives of America. So Mexican cuisine would be fundamentally different. Simply because they would have a large herbivore population. Or there would be two entirely different branches. You know what? No, it doesn't. If Fang still cares about us, that's her problem. I don't have anything to apologize for. And none of you guessed there's something... Just she began to turn her head to see what I was looking at, I pulled her to a deep kiss. 4 songs in like, what, a couple of dozen lines? Fuck you. Jesus. Let songs breathe. Also, ending 3 and ending 2, way to go. Just as Rosa began to turn her head to see what I was looking at, I pulled her into another deep kiss. Reynolds wanted to be focused on is me. Bzzzt. Bzzzt, bzzzt. Wow. I slowly descend from whatever fluffy pink cloud I had been on. 2 of us pull apart, each breathing a little harder than normal. Glancing down, I see that her phone is dangerously close to vibrating off the edge of the table. So what was that buzzing? Rosa, her forehead still resting on my, slowly lowers her hands from either side of my head. Where was she doing that? I should answer that minute for you. Scary Dave, please. If I get $50, you can have the $50. You clearly need it more than I do. I'll even iron the bill before I put it in the envelope. A part of me can't believe what I'm hearing. Can you feel jealous of a phone? Is that a thing? Whatever, I'm not getting cock-blocked by a glorified calculator. Hey, it can do more than calculate. It can handle your day planning. It's practically a PDA. I mean, it's probably nothing important, so we should just... I lean in for another kiss. I mean, again, if Rosa is very passionate, it'd be kind of... I just feel like there's so much you can do with this, and I honestly like it. I don't want to write it, because the whole Anon being a bit of a perv in some points has kind of turned me off of the idea. Also, I don't want to write anything of this right now. I want to have something fresh, something new, something hot, something spicy. I lean in for another kiss, fully expecting Rosa to lean in right with me. Hola, si esta ella. Okay, not the kiss I was expecting. Did she seriously answer the phone? I don't know what's bruised more, my lips or my ego. I sit back sheepishly in the cheap plastic booth. This recording is like half the stream, great. Unable to do more than watch as Rosa chatters away in rapid Spanish. Kiss the floor, kiss the ring, baby. Well, she may be on the phone, but I can still... A quick slap of Rosa's free hand puts a stop to that plan. Fine, I guess I'll sit here then. If my girlfriend would rather talk on the phone than be with me, then I guess that's what it is. I contemplate pulling my own phone to get some quick scrolling done, but I decide against it. She could be done with that call anytime, and I want to show Rosa I'm more interested in her than anything else. That's cute. That's an interesting twist of character, because I don't think Anon is that kind of selfless normally, or forward-thinking. Sighing, I lead back, hoping that crossing my leg would give me enough cover from passing by to think I'm not some sort of pervert. I can't help but think that this whole idea was a wash. Normally, any time I get to spend with Rosa's worth it, but lately it feels like I'm dating a phone with a girl attached. Try to follow what she's saying, but a rapid-fire Spanish leaves me clueless. Feeling more bored than angry now, I scan the crowd of mall patrons, teens, and other riffraff. Again, good moment to have Fang be like, you know what I mean. Yeah, it is lust. It is more passion. Because, like, a good boyfriend is understanding. But I guess he never really had to learn that lesson, as he had with Fangs. I don't know. There's a good story in here. I mean, it doesn't belong in a ship fic that's just about, shipping characters, because then it's all about the smooching. That's the priority. That's the important part. But in something expansive, like, a big professional production with, like, artists and everything, I'm just saying, the guys who didn't hire me for their little project, they made the right move. Because, I wouldn't be able to focus for long enough, despite my advice and good intentions. I wonder, did she see us together? Anon, did you hear me? Oh, yeah, totally. Did you need... Okay, did you need me to drop you off? Wait, drop me off? What is she talking about? Sorry, Rosa, drop me off where? She begins to collect her things. Your apartment. I've got to come in of you. Best Papa at the hospital. She's... The rest of Rosa's words seemed to fall away. That was the hospital. That can only... Fuck. I feel like a right piece of shit now. This whole time I was mad I didn't get to make out like a horny... What are we doing? What? Rosa just probably heard the worst news. I nearly knocked the table over in my haste to stand up. Aren't there... No, whatever. I'm thinking of lunch tables. No, that's okay, Rosa. It's really... My hands. Fuck, what to do with my hands? Should I hug her? Tell her it's going to be okay? Will it be okay? Anna, are you alright? Wait, what? Oh, no, it's Anon saying that. What the I'm deep fried, I'm sorry. Are you alright? Rosa paused a second before answering. Is it me or does she sound choked up? I just really need to get that, I know. Yeah, no, I understand. Several awkward seconds pass by. Well, I'll see you later then, I guess. Our embrace feels stiff, unnatural. Just let me know how it goes, okay? See, Monovia, I'll text you. Rosa looks to her purse for her keys. Before she leaves, though, she leans over and gives me a quick kiss on the head. I did have fun today, although your taste in food is muy malo. With that, she slips into the crowd. What a... Fuck! I want more of that. Honestly, I feel like there's a... There is a fantastic story in there, just waiting for someone to get their dirty, grubby fingers on it. The story of Anon's rapidly declining relationship with Rosa. Honestly, Fang having, like, the advantage in the relationship, like, wanting to... God damn. I'm so sad. This went nowhere and is now a dead project, as far as I can tell. That was it. That was the last mod. I'll put up a poll tomorrow to see if we're doing anything else, etc., etc., etc. You know where it goes. I like it. I like this mod, okay? I like this mod. I think the pervy moments with Anon are a big turnoff for me. They're really a moment I don't like, especially since it never follows up on them, but man. Other than some spelling mistakes, some weird writing, stuff that you can iron out over time, that's not really important. The core skeleton of this is fantastic. Ending 2, I guess, is probably the cool... Like, watching Anon deal with that. Anon's a selfish asshole. Come on, you know what I mean? And it's sweet, sweet, sweet victory, yeah. And for some reason, I always thought that he said that the lost will not be found. Like the lost and found? And the lost will not be found! Anyway, it's late. I'm tired. I got a game tomorrow. I got dinner tomorrow. I got things tomorrow. I have to starve tomorrow because I'm having dinner with people that don't know that I'm on a diet, and I don't want to tell them because they'll be weird about it. And I don't want to tell people about my diet that I know about. Okay, listen, this is why I go to Tumblr, because of great posts like this. Your D cups are an infantile display of petite bourgeoisie revisionism, while my A cups, which I'm not self-critical about, show proletarian class consciousness, firm understanding of dialectical materialism, disciplined adherence to the party line. What a fucking mess. What is this? I think we can solve several problems if we just assume that each member of the Trinity has a different persona. Okay, but is Jesus a lion or a lamb? Jesus is the lion. I think he's the lion, given his very Jesus-like behavior in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. But if you read The Magician's Nephew in the final battle, he realizes that one that created Narnia and the one that will destroy it, he's Big G, not Big G. What? I'm pretty sure this is some sort of heresy, but I'm Jewish, so I'm just gonna make popcorn and watch. Surprisingly, it's not heresy. Using animals to represent the Trinity of part of a long tradition of Christianity. Generally speaking, the assignment goes like this. God is the lion, Jesus is the lamb, and the Holy Spirit is the white dove. Or to get technical, the calidrius, a Roman mythical bird frequently depicted in artwork as a white dove, said to be capable of healing the sick and casting their injuries or injuries into the sun. One of the big reasons the Catholic Church uses white doves. Christians also assign goats and wolves to anyone who isn't a Christian, which I personally don't get because goats and wolves are good critters. True, I like goats. Man, I can't believe God has a persona. Well, we don't have any links from Scary Dave because YouTube doesn't like him. Thank you for coming. This mod was great. I don't know. It's sad. This was it. This was the last mod that I was recommended. This is it. We're done. There's no more Snoot game. I'm sad. I'm sad. I don't know if I'll have the energy to wake up tomorrow and feel good about myself. I think I'll just be sad. Like, we got Fix to read, but I'm gonna put that up to a poll. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Day's Snoot game was hilarious, though. I'll be honest. Puppet. Let me just run through all the mods we've done. Anon's Reconciliation was horny, a bit weak. Not a very strong porn. Not good porn. Bad. Kind of weak. Kind of weak. Would have preferred that Fang played up the BDSM angle, but that's just me. Puppet Pals was fucking hilarious. Art. Masterpiece. Mwah! Deserves 1,000 kisses. For its magnificent. Trish Route. Had some issues. Overall, I don't like it. It's... Culture Night and Mo Job are very nice. I love Mo. What a great story. Double Revenge of the Dweeb. I forgot what that one was. I hope you'll pardon me. I forgot what that one was. I'll look it up. Because take a guess. I recorded everything, so I can just look up Revenge of the Dweeb. Oh, yeah, that's when he came over. That one was kind of cute. Short and sweet. Double Date. I think that was the one where they became drunk. Where, you know, the other two, where, yeah, Nasser and Naomi became fucking drunk. That was hilarious. That was fucking great. Great moment. Terrific Night Out was kind of cute. Weird that it had endings, but it was all nice. It was alright. Moon Princess was nice. A little weird, but nice. It had an interesting idea. Had some cute Fang moments. Day of Snoot game was just a good laugh. It was a meme, and I know why they didn't continue it, but fuck if it wasn't a good laugh. Garden of Rosa was alright. Like I said, potential. As for Fangs, we got Ending 1.5, Nothing to Something, Bad Apple, Bonds, Broken Wings, None in the Chamber, Reprimed one more time. Yesterday and Who Will Dry My Tears. I will put those up. I will put those up. Bussy. Yeah! Fuck yeah! I love that stupid Bussy giggling of him. We never said goodbye to Volcano High, but we did hug that gator and we did boop the Snoot. Yeah. Yeah. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. Cut my heart into pieces. I need to feel the pain. Or something like that. Man, I'm just bummed out. There's no more Snoot game. There's no more Wunny. I live in a terrible world. A world where this ended. Let's go put up that post, I guess. Thank you for coming, people who are watching the recording. Sorry this is like an hour too long. Enjoy yourself. I fucked up by making big mistakes, but who knows? I underestimated stuff. Again, these are not endings to things. Oh, man. I think the biggest compliment you can give a writer is that you reach the ending, and it's not done, and you say, why isn't there more of this? What a compliment that is, right? What a compliment that is I want more. I love this so much. I am not satisfied. It's annoying if they say that when you write the ending of the story, but you know what I mean.